What is going on, guys? Welcome to the altcoin update. Let's start off with DGB. Like I mentioned, DGB is a big sleeper. As you can see, this is just a very small blimp in the move. Um, this amount already been up 146%. Perfect breakout out of this weekly apex. A little bit earlier, but still a great breakout out of that apex. On the weekly time frame, we have weekly levels here. Another one right here, which is currently testing, and there's a daily inside there. So let's go in the daily time frame and see what we got going on. Okay. All right, so this is the last green candle before that local downtrend. Perfect. We can probably, yep, delete this. We could delete that now. We don't need that anymore. So daily origin level acted as support, brings a move up against a daily. Tested weekly, guys. The next tested weekly is right here. Um, Again, guys, once you start breaking weeklies, you pretty much start testing the other next weekly. So here you can see DJB. I had marked here for a while that, it may seem far-fetched, guys, but the next point of resistance is over here, 0.039, and this is already tested. So um, the thing about this, with this such a large space, there will be a very big psychological interest in selling here. Yes, because yes, because it's been tested. There's a chance of it breaking even higher. But just FYI, if anyone is interested in selling, don't get too greedy, guys. Have take out your investment at least if it, skyrockets here, or even at this point here. You take some money out and then you recycle that money into other coins that previously looked like DGB, then haven't broke out, because that's how you trade in a bull cycle, honestly. You sell portions of your profits on coins that are currently mooning, and then you just put them in coins that are currently in accumulation. Rinse and repeat, guys. So yeah, and really not much new for DGB here on the weekly time frame. Um, let's go to XRP. XRP, I wish I accumulated more, guys. But as you can see, it looks like it's starting to move up. We had a bunch of, I had marked a bunch of daily tested levels. Again, tested levels are really not something I aim for, but for some of you, maybe you'd want to. That's why I marked them for you guys, because maybe you want to get out a little bit sooner to get into another coin that we spoke about on the mastermind, or maybe you just want to play it a little bit safe. Okay, so there's nothing wrong. All of these levels, guys, are all sell points. They're resistances. Um, Here on the daily, you can see that it went straight for this origin level right here. For example, if we go on the 4 hour, no, not much daily we can see there, but it tested this 4 hour. There's still 3 minutes left, so it's looking like it's gonna hard close below this origin level daily here. So we're gonna delete these levels, just clean up our chart a bit, guys. Um, really, really start cleaning up our chart. Yes, these are all supports, but I feel like it gets too cluttered for some people, where to a point where it starts to get confusing. So tested, tested, tested. Perfect. So yeah, that's really much the daily level move here. Um, let's evolve it here to there. So boom. Okay, there you can see nice, beautiful tests across the board. Okay, and we have a daily there. So very, very steep. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up breaking below. But honestly, again, this is not the pump that I was waiting for XRP. It's a good sign that it's retesting the same high that it brought it down. But ultimately, I'm expecting XRP to move up, way more higher. Okay, personally, I think this is just the start of a much bigger move. But yeah, let me start marking weeklies here just in case. Okay, because sometimes you never know. Sometimes these coins, they just end up popping, and next thing you know, it's way past. Um, levels that were previously marked. So even there, that's been tested as well. So weekly levels were covered. Untested, it is up at 1.12. So um, yeah, we'll see how that moves. But ultimately, again, I think this is just the beginning of a much bigger move. TRX. Okay, so no big deal. Here we go. So it hits that weekly, right? Yes, it was tested, but it couldn't manage to break out of it. And there's a large interest in selling here, which makes sense. Like I said, so back to that coin, like DGB, right? So when there's that huge empty space um, between weeklies, yes, once it breaks a weekly, it goes to the next weekly. But when there's a very big space like this between two weekly levels, there's going to be very high interest. Some reaccumulation areas for people um, to get back in before it moves up even higher. So ultimately, that's pretty much just a cycle of it. We can delete this daily. We'll keep that weekly there. As you can see, there's this uptrend it held against the supports, but ended up breaking below. So it looks like it's just gonna go. It looks like it's just gonna fall down to this weekly against the uptrend here. So um, we're gonna evolve this to there, this to there. Cool. So empty space here. Personally, I think it just may end up finding some support against this weekly on this uptrend. We'll delete this uptrend because we know it's breaking down below it, so we'll delete that. And then what we have here is we can mark our downtrends now. So go from green to green, and there you go. There's a nice perfect drop. That's what we're seeing right now. Oh, actually, it's hard closing out of it, so we're gonna evolve it, and evolve it. Okay, perfect. So yeah, working within this region. So the 18th, so in about a week, we'll see how TRX looks. So TRX is rejecting a weekly, so will Sun, and that's what we're seeing here as well. So we do have some weekly levels here, but yeah, we do have some weekly levels here, so we'll see how those hold. But ultimately, right, Tesla's a weekly, yes, there's a daily. But if TRX is falling, then Sun, is most likely going to fall as well to some whatever support here in this weekly time frame, in my opinion. As you can see, even daily, it's still around this range. So, yep. Track. Okay. So track, it's starting to break down below this uptrend. Um, it's surprisingly not as volatile as a move down than I thought it would. Maybe because I didn't mark the low of the candle, right? You can do the body, I mean the wick or the body. Oops, just really up to you. Um, this would make it untested, so we're gonna make that untested. So if it's breaking below the uptrend, it's gonna go to the next daily respective support, which is here, possibly even as low as here because this is untested. So we'll keep this uptrend the way it is. And we'll see how this untested level reacts to track testing that. But regardless, with the perspective Bitcoin, that it's going to continue moving up. Track does look like it may be ready for another move up if it does hold that untested. So um, yeah, so those are the coins. Just want to look at DXY. There you go. So like I mentioned back on the last, not last mastermind, but if it breaks below this uptrend, guys, right? Same thing with crypto. If it breaks below it, it's gonna move down, test that daily sets of support, and that's ultimately gonna be good for Bitcoin. But now we're seeing Bitcoin kind of entering accumulation. A lot of these altcoins are, you know, hitting weekly resistances and they're kind of, uh, falling down a bit, and that's because DXY is starting to find a little bounce here. But no worries. We'll see how DXY continues to hold. Um, so yeah, there is one coin, um, Voxel. Um, I just want to show you guys. So this is like a gaming coin that I was looking at a while ago. Um, I forgot who put great, I forgot who, but they put a brief description on what the fundamentals like for Voskull. It's a gaming coin. So if you guys remember, this was a coin that was an accumulation, and here you can see it pumped about from here to there, almost 150%. So I have no idea what this coin was, but when you find coins that are an accumulation like this, ultimately they just always tend to pump, guys, no matter what. They always tend to pump. So you break out of that, confirms the bleeding at stop, creates a second ladder point, and moves up. So, um, yeah, I wasn't planning on holding this until up here, right? The massive move is massive here. I mean, it could, but I decided to take majority of my profits at the weekly level. Like I said, I'm in and out onto the next. So keep watch on coins like this in accumulation. Feel free to drop them in the general chat. Any coins that look like this before this uptrend, drop it in the general chat, and I'll be more than happy to do TA. But most likely you don't really need to because they always end up pumping regardless. So yeah, guys, so that's the altcoin update. If you have any questions, again, drop them down below. Make sure you at me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Take care, guys.